Let's go. Welcome to the show. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with me. Cause it's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. Let's get a topic straight. Let's get things good. Let's do everything that we should. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. Let's open our minds and take out our style. Let's see what's going on in the world tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Alrighty then, what is going on, world? This is your boy Tig once again with Project Open Mic. Hope you're doing well. This is gonna be feeling it good tonight. But to bring it up, what's going on, world? Shout outs to my people on Facebook, YouTube, Tampa FM, and again, hopefully we get more stuff in the future. But hey, what's going on? Thursday, the week before the elections, ending, I should say, in a way. But hey, we're here, and we're gonna tonight. I feel much more better, so I'm gonna try to give a more fulfilled show than usual, and we'll see how things go. So this is a storm before the storm. So with that said, again, I want to thank everybody for joining in, or who's going to watch this a little later on. Thank you guys for joining me for another podcast, another show from from your boy Tig. All right. So last week, like I said, I was under the weather, so hey, I'm gonna catch up with stuff. We have the debate, and that's what tonight's show is called, "The Storm Before the Storm." Now tonight we have last week we had the debate, and then we had stuff happening, a lot of stuff happening this week. So for posterity, like November 3rd is vote in person election day. Early voting, of course, went 2 months ahead in the state I am, which is North Carolina. Some states was that too, which I think is, to be honest, that is crazy. It should not be there, because now you have people want to change their vote because of stuff. That, again, no. I think we should go a week. I could say that, a week. Give a week. Tuesday to Tuesday, you go, you vote. That's it. We don't need 2 months. And don't have me this crap about the whole code, whatever. You could have asked for the absentee ballot the normal way, but they're not doing that no more. So they're doing that for the legitimate people, but now with the regular way they're doing things. And again, I've already showed on my channel. If you go to YouTube and you go back and see, I've showed how voter fraud is happening. Heck, the Supreme Court for the state in Michigan said that they're not gonna check signatures. Oh, that's a good idea. We're gonna do that right before the election. Wow. And then of course Georgia, they changed that they're gonna accept mail-in votes 3 days after November the 3rd. This is one of the reasons when long time ago when we had a thing with part of Obamacare where they had the whole child free childbirth and everything. I was like, if it's something that important and they didn't care in the first place, you think they're gonna care now? Seriously, if they didn't, now don't get me wrong. By now, 60 million people has already voted, which is gonna be the biggest turnout yeah, if you give it 2 months, of course, it's going to be a big turnout. But it is what it is in that regard. But if they didn't care to go vote then, they didn't only now. And oh man, it's just a lot of crap that's going on. That's what I'm going to be talking about tonight. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It's crazy. Again, they're changing rules at the last second. They're doing all this stuff. And like one of the, if you go in my description, one of the parts said, "Hey, Joe Biden should win because heck, if you don't win, I don't know. When you got so much stuff behind you, wow, it's a miracle." But the fact it ain't sung yet, we still have next week Tuesday and a couple days after for some states, which is still weird as hell. That's just wow. It's just so weird, and you're gonna see it. I'm gonna put a chaser. I am gonna do a couple videos of, um, you know, chase straight no chasers because, and that's the new video. If you guys go back and check it out, go to the YouTube channel. I put up a video called Straight No Chasers where I talk about between 50 Cent and Chelsea Handler, and in my opinion, that's a disgusting woman. She will never mess with me, and for sure, like again, you know what's funny? There's a lot of women who think they're attractive and they think they think that because they're celebrities. They would never date me because they're regular guy. I look ugly, whatever. But I would never touch. They would never date me, and I would never touch them with a 50-foot pole. No, 100-foot pole. Your Cardi B's, your Chancey. Because Amy Schumer, just because people say it's not because they're not attractive. Some ain't, but not because they're not attractive. It's their attitude that's just so disgusting. And Chelsea Hamlin again. I can't vote for somebody because you're black. The more again, these are the people who say I don't. President Trump is racist and all this stuff. But they say the most despicable thing that comes out of their own mouth. That's what that video is about. You can't vote for Donald Trump because you're black. I had to remind him that he's black. I would think I know. Well, I'm not black. I'm brown, but because as Tripp's mom says, shout out to her. And for those who don't know, Tripp is basically a co-host on the side chat. This is black. This is a shade of brown. But I get we go with a nomenclature for what it is. Again, black, you can see the difference. But again, just for her because she said that she's correct. She's 100% correct. Not gonna deny what she said. But point taken is that you gotta remind somebody that you're black. And then, I'm gonna give you some vajayjay, vagina or sex just because I'm like, that is so disgusting. That's wow. And again, this is what a lot of these women think about you black men in America. Y'all on the lowest on the y'all on the bottom of the totem pole. Just the bottom of the totem pole. A lot of his actions is that what you guys did to yourself. A lot of it is because people don't respect you. And I don't encourage and I don't accept that stuff into my life. You want to be that? Get out of my life. I don't care. But that nonsense, no. So I'm gonna do some straight chasers. Check out the channel. You see down. You see what it is. Just put in Project Open Mic YouTube. You're gonna see Of course, you're gonna see this figure on the. When you see this figure, you're on your right page. Check it out. Straight No Chasers, the new show, and I'm gonna talk about some stuff. One about the $15 minimum wage thing, and also another one about Well, basically, put it this way: it's gonna be just videos in shorter senses than in a podcast. So again, go to the Project Open Mic YouTube page, check it out, and have at it. Now, let's go. We're gonna just go straight into some nonsense right now. And again, I just listen to people and I take it as what they're saying. So again, I am a registered libertarian. People tell me I should. Well, you're a registered libertarian. You should vote for Joe Jurgensen. I showed a video of her a while back to couple shows back. Because I'm a libertarian, I should vote for a libertarian candidate. Because you're a Republican, you should vote. No, see, that's that part I don't like. That's one thing about certain states I hate the most. just because with preliminaries and everything. You should not be a registered one party to do the party. No, there's a choice. Everybody should have a choice to go pick. If you go vote, you should go and say, "Hey, I want this for my Democrat. I want this for my Republican. This for my Libertarian," and then let them come together. Literally, this is really what it should be for real choice. Because it's so, because remember the parties are private company organization, so they're not the whims of the government in a certain way, which is a pain in the butt that how that works out. But anyway, I'll point out this. This is the way it should be. No matter what party you are, you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, you're a Libertarian, you're a Green Party, you're a Constitutionalist, or whatever. Even in the preliminaries, a state, all the states that does it, North Carolina's one of those states, and other states do it too. You should not register to be that party to choose the candidate. I don't think it should. I think you choose, you look at all of them, and you should be able to choose. Like, okay, I'll give an example. There's a big example. So let me see. I choose, like I said, okay, let me see. If I had to choose, if I had to choose for the best possible thing for this country, all right? Now, I can't. Of course, the income is going to be there. So if it was Barack Obama or Trump, that's understandable. Not taken out of the whim, unless it's like how Hillary Clinton Trump was. Because again, I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton nor Donald Trump in the 2016 election. I voted for third party. I'll say that. Here you go though. If this is how it should be. Okay, primary is coming up. I want Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard looks good for the Democrat. I think she should go for that. I should vote for her, and let's see what the cards play out. I should. Trump, like I said, President Trump is a comment, so that makes sense. That's why I said the thing. If it was Obama, the same way as well. And if Libertarian Party, join James or whatever, and then we should get all of them. Not at least if you get more than 3% of the 2% of the population or 3% of the voters population, because it's very hard. That 2% really is a high hurdle to the population, but people don't understand it because again, there's 330 million. We don't know what the census is going to be this year, but last count 330 million people in America, and with that, remember that half of that is basically adults, most of it is kids. So it's not, to get that threshold is going to be a certain point. Okay, get it. So you get that, because I do think Jo Jorgensen, if she clowns herself or not, she should be on the debate stage along with Biden, along with Trump. But like I said, I would never go for Biden nor Kamala Harris. Funny, nobody voted for Kamala Harris, but she's gonna be, if Joe Biden wins, she's gonna be the president. I'm just being honest. I'm not even gonna pretend nothing. Joe Biden is not gonna be, is what it is. But Kamala Harris is gonna be the president for the weirdest thing, because again, she's gonna be the first female black. Oh wait, sorry, not black, Indian, because that's how she did when she got. She didn't say Black American. She said Indian American when she went to the Senate. Anyway, she's gonna be the first female president that. Again, I'm sorry, I'm just telling the truth. That got to be the president by jumping on everybody's coattails and not on her own accomplishment. As a good person said, Kamala Harris, she went horizontal to go vertical, and that is so true. Wow, and that's what it is. We gotta lie, cheat, and steal to get to the top. See, I respect President Obama because you know what? He came in, he said what he said, he had hope and change. He got it on his own volition. He didn't ride nobody's coattails. And that's a respect on that. But Kamala, nah. But anyway, I digress. Let's keep on going. But that's what he should have been like. She should jump in. and let have the debates, not these two, because the two-party system sucks. That's why I'm not. That's why I literally changed to a libertarian in 2012, because I was like, this. I was like, what the heck? I mean, I voted for Barack Obama. I was like, okay, all right, hope and change. All right, all right, that's good. All right, you had 2 years. You had full power for 2 years. You passed a legislature and a lot of crap that I didn't like. That Title IX is garbage. Sorry, but it is. And it affected a lot of. I don't get it. Like, I want to know women who have kids, mothers who have kids who have sons, and just see what the system has done to them. Is to me, I don't understand. But if you have a son, man, and you're in college, and your son, and I'm going to show a lot of those videos too in the future. Just don't get it twisted. Of your son getting prosecuted, going to jail, getting knocked out of school. You spend thousands of money, and they kicked him out just because a girl said, "Oh, he touched me inappropriately." Not some of them was straight up saying rape and and all the other stuff, but that they touched me inappropriately. Wait, but she the one who kissed me. Yeah, but she didn't like that you kiss her. Oh, and I supposed to lose all. I spent $100,000, and I'm out of the cut, man. That mattress girl fiasco, you follow that real story of that mattress girl fiasco. If you want to Google it, you find out, wow, what she did is despicable. And then, funny enough, she became a porn star. Wow. World is mad as heck. It's some of this stuff. Just crazy. So, hey, it's what it is. And again, as I said, I said I don't, like I said, I don't like politicians, but I'll tell you this again. There's nothing more hate than a Republican and a Democrat. Both parties are full of nonsense. So with that statement, I want to go to the first party. I want to go to this. There's a reason why I don't like a lot of Republicans, because some are, okay, let's just be, they're politicians. They're sleazy slime balls, male and female. Susan Collins, sleazy. Mitt Romney, a guy who says, I have morals. You ain't have no integrity, sir. That's one of the reasons I did not vote for you in 2012. And I still stand by and vote for you for 2012. Because you are a sleazy dude. You think you have integrity. Oh, I'm a Mormon. I'm a church going. But yeah, and you're an evil. Like, just because you go to church doesn't mean that you ain't evil. You don't do horrible stuff. John McCain, respecting that he was I respect that he was a military vet. He did, and he got captured and a lot of stuff. I respect that part. His later years of being in the Senate, though, no, I don't respect that, because you lied to people. You lied to your constituents. You lied to Arizona State, and he was just a salty old man. And again, there's another reason why I didn't vote you for president in 2008 and voted for Barack Obama, because you were quick to go. Let's go start a war here. Let's go start a war here. Let's go start a war here. Let's give all these people freedom. You can't give somebody, if they don't want freedom, if they don't want it, then why are you giving it to them? They don't want it. You can lead a horse to the watering hole, but you can't force it to drink. So, and he was quick to like, let's go there, start. No. How much time they called John and was like, oh, this is my friends. This is my friend here, Habab, and blah blah blah. And then he come to find out he was ISIS. And he'd kill people. Seeing that old man, but no, he's passed. Rest in peace. But I call it as it is. I'm not, So let's start off with like I said, that, and you have the Republicans who just go along with it with some of the sleazy Democrats. So they call them rhinos. They go along, get their money, and shut up. The reason why the 2018 election went towards the Congress went towards the Democrats, because a lot of the sleazy Republican, because they didn't like President Trump, They backed out, and when they backed out, they didn't left a space so the Democrat, most cases, automatically won. That's how it really happened. So that's the craziness that goes on with that. But like I said, let's start with this sleazy. Let's go with this sleazy stuff because, like I said, so let me call out the Repubs first. Cause man, they just. Let's go with this. I want to play this for you. Again, these are Republicans.
Hey, honey. Mommy.
You asked me to wake you and tell you what happened in the election.
Who won?
Trump. Trump won.
But I thought you could only be president 2 times.
Not anymore.
Okay, and you hear the shout 12 more years. I'll explain the 12 more years thing in a second. This is from the Lincoln Project. These are crazy ass Republicans that are just despicable people. One for doing a video, and there are mothers who do this stuff. Why are you doing this to your children? I would not do that to my child. That's child abuse to go do that. And that's why you got these children now so messed up in their head and it's so programmed to this nonsense. Let a child be a child. Why are you robbing them of the innocence of a child? What would that little kid do? What can he do? 1 and 2, wake you up like the child runs the house. That is just so disgusting. But that's the Lincoln Project. Pieces of crap Republicans who, here's why I say that. Because all they care about is the money. They care about the power and the money. That's all they care about. They don't care about doing nothing forever. So they are, like I said, they even all, remember I always say, they even all shapes, colors, size, creeds, again, religion, and parties. They're good Republicans, they're bad Republicans. They're good Democrats, they're bad Democrats. They're good Libertarians, they're bad Libertarians. We are people. Just because you give a title onto people doesn't mean that good and bad changes. It's the same thing. And those are crappy people. Now, to be honest with you, I also got a text on my phone because they've been hitting me because I'm black. So a lot of, the Dems and everybody have been texting my phone because of my voter registration. Know what I text my phone and say, oh, vote Biden and all that stuff and everything else. I'm going to get to that point too because that's something I want to talk about as well about hypocrisy. But, so we have that situation of how we're going to do this. And there was the first one was moved out. Oh, and it came on my thing and said President Trump has gotten his supporters to say 12 more years. Just as you heard the chant, 12 more years. 12 more years, 12 more years. Yeah. One, you are crazy. There's only 2 terms. If President Trump does get 2 terms, there's only 2 terms. So that's all he's going to get, 2 terms. Done. If you can get 1 term, you get 1 term. All right, whatever. But that's just crazy. 1. 2, what they're talking about was a joke, and it turned serious. So let me just play up. This is what President Trump said. I apologize.
Advocating himself in the White House.
These people are just sick in their head. This is what President Trump said that these people are going BS crazy about. It was a joke.
You just say 8 more years. You just say crazy. You just say drive them crazy. You just say 8 more. If you want to drive them crazy, you just say 8 more years or 12 more years. 16 would do it good. You'd really drive them into the loony bin.
That's what it was. So they taken that, and that's what it was chanting 12 more years because it was a joke. And that was a joke. You see them laugh, you hear people laughing in the background, and they turn that into, oh my goodness, that you people are mentally ill. Seriously, you are. He can't do nothing. He's gonna be, if he gets 2 terms, he get 2 terms. If he get 1, he get 1. Y'all drive yourself up the freaking wall with this nonsense. So no, you can't. Sure. Stop him or he will never stop. Oh, come on. Get a Lincoln Project. Get a grip, okay? Just stop. Just y'all horrible Republicans. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll be honest with anybody right now. The reason why I did not like to go with a joke like I was saying on the phone, I texted what do you call it? And when those more did that, and I put 12 more years because I don't want nobody. I don't want the Libertarian Party himself to come say stuff to me. I put 12 more years. They reply, he got his voters to say 12 more years. We got to stop it. I was like, okay. And I text back 12 more years. And they say, oh, we're going to take you off the registry. Thank you. I don't want nobody texting my phone for politics. Okay. None. And crazy too. This Sunday that just passed, a person, one of the campaign managers or campaigns for Joe Biden, kind of call my cell phone, which I'm thinking it might be my mom. It might be something important. You don't call people's phone 9:00 in the morning on Sunday, okay? No, not even the Lord's Day. No. So that's just, oh my goodness, just despicable. But again, that's how they're like I said, I'm not denying, like I said, there's Republicans out there who cast that. I'm gonna take, like I said, to be honest with you guys, I looked at my ballots and stuff. Here's what I'm gonna do, because majority of people I know voted straight ticket, and I think you vote straight Republican, straight. I'm gonna tell you this for real. It might sound harsh. I get it, but I'm gonna tell you my true feelings. If you vote straight Democrat or straight Republican, you're an idiot. And I do wish that people like y'all didn't vote. Because y'all, again, they're the same people like, oh, well, we're going to vote for, or like I said, a Barack Obama or President Trump. But then your local people, you don't even look into them, who your sheriff is, who your DA is, who your judges are, none of that stuff. Because you know what? They're the ones who screw you over because they have more intimate contact with you. They're the ones who screw you over the most. Again, look what's going on in California. Oh, look what's going on in California. Look what's going on in Washington State. Look what's going on in New York. De Blasio. Oh my goodness, that dude is he's smart, but dangerous and a moron. 3 things together. Yeah, it's a contradiction. How you saying that? He's smart because he knows how to game the system. Right now, he's buying up property because he can't be. This is his end term of government. He's buying up property to say, I'm gonna give it to the homeless. And then when it's in his name, using taxpayers' dollars to buy these properties in his name, when he's out of government, he's gonna sell it back to whoever becomes governor and send it back to New York City for a high profit. So despicable. And Republicans do that too. Don't get me wrong; they do that the exact same thing too. But I'm just saying that's how high power he has, and he's using that. His wife gets $2 million staff for what? For what? Those guys are local. Those are guys who screw you over the most. Again, Puerto Rico. Hey, we had the devastating hurricane in the last 65 years came through. Oh, we need all that kind of help. All right, we're gonna send you help. Here's 80 million bottles of water. Gone a waste. All because a politician don't want to give credit to the president. Gone a waste. And it was a female. It wasn't even a male, it was a female. A female Puerto Rican did that to her own people. That's how despicable that thing is. The local is more dangerous. So if you vote straight ticket Republican and straight ticket Democrats, you're an idiot. And I wish people like y'all don't vote. Because I can tell you right now, there's some Democrats that I'm going to vote for on my ticket when I go vote November 3rd. because there's some Republicans that need to get the out, but there's also some Democrats that also need to get, or should not even get power. But looking at this stuff, like, what the? Are you crazy? Which gonna roll into more stuff I want to talk about later on. Are you crazy? No, we're not giving. I'm not gonna give you that power. No. So I think that's what it should be. You should, if you want to have it, you should not be registered to do all that stuff. But they're playing those games, man. They're playing them games. I don't get it. But like I said, Republicans could be just whatever too. So let's go into another piece of crap. And again, this is going out. People are stupid. Individuals are smart. I gotta keep on remembering this. So let's go to. So Amy Coney Barrett got confirmed. All right, she got affirmed. Good, great. All right, move on. Nope, we gotta make it this way. Now remember, and this before I play this, this is what I was saying. I gotta go back. All my texts on my phone came from one party. There's a double-edged sword in that. And that since I was on the Republicans, let me get on that. This is why some of you this is why I said some of your Republicans are pieces of crap. You ain't got no balls. You're literally wimps. I want to say the P word, you know what I meant. Wimps, because you should, there's no way it should have been a blanket all the way. Okay. Only a few black Republicans, President Trump are the only few people that reached out to black people. All the other people, Mitt Romney, they didn't do jack squat. McCain, nothing. Oh, that's where y'all keep on losing the vote. You crazy morons. You guys are wimps. You're Susan, like I said, y'all just wimps and cowardly. Oh, I'm scared to be called the R word. So I want to put on your big boy and big girl pants, man, and just suck it up. That word don't mean nothing no more, technically speaking, because it's been overused so daggone much, and they're already changing the definition for racism meaning racism, which is, again, I don't know how the heck that happened. The word cannot define a word, but that's how they're changing stuff so much so they can make you stupid and put you back in a mental change. They ain't gonna help you with physical change, but they'll lock you in mental change. That's for damn sure, because people don't want to get out of their bubble and want to look at many different things. So that, for the Republicans, step up and reach out and do stuff if you want to do stuff. Again, this is an anomaly now, but after Trump, if there any more black Walker from South Carolina, or Kim Klacik, or the guy who was running, I forgot his name, for Maxine Waters, they like all those guys. They're the only people doing that. Other than, hey, crazy old Republican whiteys, you can go to black neighborhoods, right? Or at least put something out there. You gotta talk to them, because a lot of them don't even, because like Kim Klacik said in her district, no Republican came to talk to them except for her when she walked down and talked to them. You gotta do that if you want to change your vote, whatever. It's just so crazy. So my point taken, all of it came from one party, because I'm black, which was the Democrats. Just being super honest. In my mail, literally in my mail for this whole month, 2% was Republican, 98% was Democrats, with papers and thing. Now, I wish I had it up here. I don't. The papers and stuff, could it be recycled? Yeah, it could be. I don't know. Is that, some of them are like that laminated paper plastic thing. Okay, here's the thing that killed me though. For people who say that they're for the earth, whatever, boy, you guys waste a lot of paper for crap. Seriously, you do. I literally had I had it, and then because something happened 2 days ago, I had to throw it away, because throw it away without really thinking, because I was just like, why have it was about this thick. I had like this little thickness of flyers and whatever from the Republican Party. None from the Libertarian Party, that I registered too, but this stack of damn papers and all kind of stuff. I'm like, what the? all that. I put it in the recycling bin, of course, but I'm just saying, y'all really do that stuff. It's just, oh my goodness. Oh, we're for the environment. We don't want to. Shut up. Stop lying to yourself. Okay. So, yes, just that nonsense is just ridiculous as well too. You got to reach out to the people, man. Seriously, that's what you got to do. Now, let's go with this another piece of crap politician. So Amy Corberry got confirmed. It was going to happen. They didn't break no laws. They didn't break no rules. It's in the Constitution. The president nominates, the Senate confirm. The Republicans have the Senate. Are they hypocrites? Yes, but they have the power, so they're going to use it. Don't think for an instant. Wait. Hold up. They did the exact same thing in 2008 when George Bush had the power, and what Chuck Schumer said back then, which is disgusting too. They would do the same power, and Chuck said it back then. So let's not even pretend this nonsense. But she got confirmed. They got a power. It is what it is. Done without a problem. Funny enough, again, like Kay Hagan and Sotomayor, they got Republicans to cross the aisle. But of course, if you want a problem against that, it was Harry Reid. Harry Reid was the one who destroyed the nuclear option for Senate confirmation. That's who destroyed it. I'm happy that he's not in politics as a politician in Nevada no more. The Senator Marno Schumer took over. Ugh. But he remember I showed you a clip of him like he lied on Mitt Romney again. I'm not signing up for Mitt Romney because he don't have any integrity. He lied on Mitt Romney, but then he's like, and the woman said, but that was a lie. He's like, well, he ain't president, isn't he? Oh my goodness, these are some evil people. You sell your soul. They will sell their soul, their mother, their grandkids for this stuff. Man. Let's go into Chucky Boy, what he says here, which is despicable as well too. But listen to him.
The bottom line is this. The very first thing the American people saw when they tuned into the impeachment trial of President Trump was Republican senators voting against having a fair trial with relevant evidence.
No, they had a fair trial and you lost. So don't even change that much, you lying crap.
It's clear that the American people overwhelmingly support a fair trial and overwhelmingly support witnesses and documents.
Yeah, and every time they ask for it, you keep on knocking it down. You and Adam Schiff. Well, he should be in jail too. Oh boy, that his name is literally his last name is correct. Adam Schiff. Take out a couple words and put his stuff. But anyway.
So, it was a dark day and a dark night for the Senate. As a consequence, the impeachment trial of President Trump begins with a cloud hanging over it, a cloud of unfairness. Let me point out, the fact that McConnell had to change his resolution showed that Republicans can make this trial more fair if they want to.
Okay, this is the wrong clip I had. My mistake, because I thought I had it. Oh, I'll play it here. I have it here. So give me a second. I gotta play it from my phone because I thought I had the video clip of it. So here, remember, this is the dark day in the Senate. He said, "Oh well, that kind of helped me out right there. Let's go to another one with Amy Corberry, like I was saying."
Sadness tonight is for the American people and what this nomination will mean for their lives, their freedoms, their fundamental rights. Monday, October 26th, 2020, it will go down as one of the darkest days in the 231-year history of the United States Senate.
Sorry, I thought I had the same clip to think, but I just played that. So there you go. We had the darkest day. Now another one, darkest day in the 200-year Senate. You piece of crap. So when people were fighting for black people to vote, that wasn't, and they literally fought in the Senate. Oh, when the Democrats back in the day put in the filibuster to stop the what do you call it again? Not restoration. Sorry, I forgot what you call it. To give the slaves their 40 acres in the moon. I forgot the name of it right now because I got so much stuff going on. Reparations. Bingo. Thank you. Reparations. People, we have the reparations. It's like, that one a dog day? How about when they had to do a lot of crazy stuff when Lincoln got shot? That wasn't a dark day either? Or how about the Civil War? That one dark days too? Chucky boy? Jeez. You people are despicable people. Oh, you and your niece. Oh, yeah. And I love it because, remember, back in Canada, I was like, we fight for women. So there was a woman who's coming a thing. Oh, because she's not woman on your side. That's another thing I don't like about this crap. Oh, we fight for women. We fight for homosexuals. We fight for this. But if they're not walking exactly down the line like what we want, it is strict verboten. Brandon Straka, sorry. A gay person. Oh, he got a lot of prosecution because he's a gay person and he did not vote for Donald Trump, but didn't vote Clinton, and they go hate for him. Amy Corbett, a female, by all means, a good candidate for it, just like Kagan. Kagan is a homosexual. I don't care. Majority of people really didn't care. Again, Republicans voted for some of Kagan as well too. So this country is so, no, it's not. They put boogeyman into everything. They really do. We got to talk about that because now they're putting like, oh, the ethnic aisle in your supermarket. Oh my God, it's the ethnic aisle. That's racist. Can we not do this crap? That's why, like right now, there's a popular video game that came out last year, and everybody knows it. It's Pokemon, and they have a character. They released a DLC for those who not know. They leave an extra pack, and a character is one of the main character in this is a guy, funny enough, a brody guy with a lot of stuff, whatever, and have a cap on. He's out in the sun, and he looks whatever, and he loves his daughter. God forbid, he loves his daughter with a passion. And they say he's a homosexual. I'm like, not the game. People are labeling him he's homosexual. Why? Well, can we just not enjoy stuff no more? Is that also not? I don't know. Is that not also verboten? Cause that is just ridiculous. But nope. No, you can't. Nah. No. No, we have to we got to destroy things. So let's get straight down into the debate. And like I said, as I said last on side chat last week, but I was saying here because I didn't do it on the Project Open Mic because the debate was happening. For the debate. All right. I would say at the first half, Joe Biden was cohesive, and again, he was being cogent. I like the moderator a little better than the last couple. Was she perfect? No, I don't look for perfect in my people. Was she great? Yeah, because I like the way that they constrain the president. But the thing about it kind of backfired because the president was more cohesion. And not that much bully. Did he cut off stuff? Yes, I'm not denying that. So did Joe. So let's not even whatever. But I think this one was more about policies. Thank goodness. So we know what's going on. And yeah. So I think in a third debate, yeah. And first, if you remember for those who watch it right now, never seen this my show or whatever. No, the first debate. I give it to Biden because Trump kept stepping on his own toes and just doing stupid stuff. I'll admit to that because yeah, that's what I saw. The town hall was just stupid. You had one that was a softball, the other one's an interrogation. That I'm not for that. That was just stupid. And then this one was more cohesion, a little better, and we get more stuff, and it worked out. And sorry, but this one went to Trump. because he was more consistent, and because they could have cut him out. Like it worked. Like they were like, "Oh, we're gonna do this to stop him." Because I still remember. If you want to go, I kind of I have the clip, but I'm not because it makes sense right now. I'm not changing nobody's vote because again, I said it before. I don't care who you vote for a person. I don't tell people who to vote for. You vote who you want to vote for. That's you make up your mind on that one. But I just called out what I'm seeing straight as you could see stuff. Not to change your vote, just not to change your mind, just as you could see stuff. And you put in your mind what you want. But there's a part when she said we're gonna have a 2 minute and we're gonna cut off the mic and you see Joe Biden like, yeah. Well, that backfired, Joe, because at the other half, you was dartering a lot. And again, we're gonna get through a lot of that stuff right there. Do you have a problem with some of the stuff? You see, the problem is, I've said it before again, the media is totally against Donald Trump. Just it is. People are like, oh no, and social media. Oh, we not. They are. But here's the thing: he has faults. The problem is though, you bastards do not let him. If he says something stupid, which he does, leave him alone. Let him. Like it's just like if somebody's falling in an elevator. You're like, well, we know who you is. Don't make it in whatever. The whole thing about he said put bleach in you. He never said that. He never said that. He said he was talking about disinfectant, the UV ray disinfecting thing, but he said it in a way. He asked a question. He didn't even state it. He asked a question about it, and then the media, and then you just say, okay, Donald Trump, take the quote, let him hear it. That's it. No. Oh, he said put lights on. He said bleach. No, he didn't. Why are you taking him to the next level? Why are you lying on him? Stop that. Same with CNN with the whole thing with the dumping the food. Oh, I can't believe this corona went over to Japan and make us look like a rube. Oh, wait a minute. Let's expand the camera. President Abe for Japan did it and Trump followed him. Oh, well, wow. Oh, look at him controlling the Queen of England in thing. No. Extend the video back. You find out, oh, wait a minute. Trump's like, ma'am, go first. She's like, no, ma'am, go first. And she's like, and then Trump walked forward because she said go in front of the. So like, oh, look at him walking in front of the Queen. No, she said it twice to go ahead and whatever because he was letting her go. So he said waiting in the hot sun, whatever. He's like, all right, and she went. Y'all take simple things and let's take it to a next level. And when he does make big stuff, y'all just embellish too much. Leave it the heck alone. But we'll see what happens with it with the what do you call it? With the election. Just leave it alone. Oh, grab him by the pee. No, listen to the tape. Listen to what he says. He didn't say, I'll grab women by that. He said, if you're rich and famous and you walk into any place, the women will let you grab because they know you're rich and famous, and that's a fact. Not all women, but a good amount of women will do that. Chelsea Handler, for once, as we just talked about. Ugh. So let's not pretend that. Women thought themselves are powerful men. It has happened for ages, and it's not going to stop. As much of these third wave femmes want to say, "Oh, men, we should equal." Yeah, you want equal, but you don't. You want superior. You don't want equal, because if you want equal, there's some stories we could get into about equal now. Case in point, a story I could show right now about it, but that's all about it. Equal. This young guy, his girlfriend took a box cutter, cut herself on her chest and everything, showed it off, told the police that she was sexually assaulted, the R word, and that he did this to her. Thank goodness, at the date and time that happened, he took pictures at a show that he was 60 miles away from the place, because he spent 10 months in jail, fighting this, and then he got, of course, freed. And then, wait a minute, hold up. She false accused, right? He was going to get 99 days if he's 99 years, sorry, if he was convicted. What did the girl get? Now that we found his fault, she got 180 days. 180 days. Oh, that's fair. That's equality. Anyway, sorry, just poop showing out this stuff like that. So we have what we're gonna go to. So let's say to the debate. So let's go around to some of the debates and just go through stuff. So I want to use let me see here. Get you off my screen because you are a pain in the butt. All right, let's use my boy Andre and let's go through this again. Recap.
In 2008, his running mate Barack Obama ran on an inspiring message of hope and change. On the night of the final presidential debate of the 2020 cycle, Joe Biden also ran on a message of doom and gloom.
220,000 Americans dead. The expectation is we'll have another 200,000 Americans dead between now and the end of the year. And there's no prospect that there's going to be a vaccine available for the majority of the American people before the middle of next year. We're about to lose 200,000 more people. We're about to go into a dark winter. A dark winter.
Joe, you gotta stop. Your optimism is just too overwhelming.
It is.
The expectation is we'll have another 200,000 Americans dead between now and the end of the year.
No, Joe is exaggerating. Bigly. The current expectation from the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation is that between the debate and the end of the year, in a worst-case scenario, there would be an additional 109,000 more deaths, not 200,000 like Joe claims.
If we just wore these masks, the president's own advisors have told him, we could save 100,000 lives.
That's not true either. The IHME also estimates that if there were universal mask mandates, there would be, in a best-case scenario, an additional 48,000 deaths by the end of the year. So wearing masks wouldn't save 100,000 lives by the end of the year, like Joe claims.
And also, I know social media is gonna block some stuff in a video I want to do, because I do want to go through I want to talk about this virus in a way. Yes, I'm not a doctor. Just simple talking about it. You sometimes when you logically and simplify everything down to certain things, sometimes, and not majority of the times, you simplify and you just you see the 1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 2 = 4, 4 + 4 = 8. You're like, I see that. Not saying that we don't take some experts and doctors and all this stuff, but this thing is blown out of proportion too much. Again, it's a bad virus. I'm not denying it. The virus is a bad virus and it has killed people. Not denying this. But I stated, there's a difference between dying from the virus and dying with the virus. But I'll talk about that because I've listened to a lot of these doctors, from the TV doctors, which is like I showed last week. And even remember one of them said, he said, even if you have a mask or whatever, you protect your eyes with goggles, you're still PPE is not going to protect you. And again, the vaccine, as I stated before, this vaccination, giving a mild case of it to you so your body can make antibodies of it. Okay. So you're still gonna need herd immunity. You're still gonna look, folks. This virus is gonna be with us forever. You're gonna have to live with it. Protect as I said last week, protect your family. If you're older or you have people who have compromise in your immune system, just protect them that way. That's it. I don't think we should shut down the dang economy. Because again, what was it? How something was like, I forgot what was. I gotta look for the video. I don't want to say the numbers, but there are a lot of diseases that are transmittable as well too, that kills people. We shut down the economy for those. And this one is more acceptable. Don't get me wrong, it is, because it's in the air and everything. Just protect yourself. Anyway.
The way this president has responded to this crisis has been absolutely tragic. And so, folks, I will take care of this. I will end this. I will make.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Make sure.
And just to give you the proof too, Trump won't either. Trump won't either. No, they won't.
We have a plan.
You hear that, everyone? Joe Biden has a plan and is promising to end this. Let's hear his brilliant plan to prepare us for the dark winter of COVID.
What I would do is make sure we have everyone encouraged to wear a mask all the time. I would make sure we move in the direction.
And I'll say this. Okay, we wear a mask. Okay, not all the time, Joe. Knock it down a little bit, okay? You don't follow with that nonsense. Because they don't want to say you should wear a mask in. I'm not wearing no mask in my damn house, okay? Unless it's something, whatever. It's me and my sister here. That's it. I ain't wearing no damn mask all the time. I'm going to wear a mask when I'm showering too, Joe. And Fauci, no. But I have a problem to wear the mask. Okay, let's wear the mask. Let's put on gloves. Tell your mayors and governors in your cities like New York, Washington State, and all those, Joey Boy. How about you tell them, open back up the economy, let people make their money? Huh? How about that? That's something I will go with. So I'm not against it if you want to wear the mask. Now he wants a mask mandate that whatever. Now you can't enforce that. I don't know why. And Safety Fauci saying, I'm like, how the heck you enforce it? You can't enforce that. But you want that? I have no problem. Open back up the economy. Everybody do what they gotta do. Let them self-regulate themselves. So I got it against that part.
Of rapid testing.
Okay, encouraging everyone to wear a mask all the time is not a plan. And testing is improving thanks to the private sector. Regardless, you can have all the testing in the world, but people are still going to catch it. And
that's the part that killed me, because a lot of people are saying about, oh, well, now we have it's starting to spike back up again. Like knocking out with 3-day average. Ooh, you ain't scaring me. Yeah, how much? Again, the death rate from that is small. Okay, again, if you are sick, if you are compromised, you have diabetes, you have comorbidities, you have those. Be careful. Wear the mask. Wear the gloves. Do what you gotta do. I have nothing against that. I have a friend who has lupus. She wears the mask and she got a mask and a face shield, and good for her. And I want her to survive because she has another one of my guys who do music. He has lupus. Protect yourselves. But to keep them not home and not working, and then they don't got money, then depending on the government to make money, I don't like that. Again, I as I said before, I'll say it again. This is why I really am a libertarian. I hate people who can't get fired to tell people who got fired how to live their lives. You can't get fired. But I digress.
In other words, Biden and the Democrats do not have a plan to end COVID. Also, if Biden ends up winning the
and to add to him, nobody has a plan to end COVID. Nobody.
Election, Trump will have set up the next administration pretty well. Operation Warp Speed, getting remdesivir approved as a treatment for emergency use, and enough ventilators to last the next 1,000 pandemics.
President Trump.
Yeah, which I am against too. I'll knock that for President Trump. Well, not really, because again, Gavin Newsom went beyond him, and he's a Democrat. We have all these ventilations now, rotting away in the daggone warehouse because they're not being used. Spent all that money for this, and they're not being used. Kind of remind me of Katrina. We have all these houses, waters, and ice, just like I said with San Juan under George Bush, and they were not being used. There's two things government do well: don't react right and overreact. That's what they do. They don't. Let's move whatever. No, that's what they do.
Trump, your reaction, he says you have no plan.
We're going to have a dark winter at all. We're opening up our country. We've learned and studied and understand the disease, which we didn't at the beginning. When I closed and banned China from coming in heavily infected, and then ultimately Europe, but China was in January. Months later, he was saying I was xenophobic. I did it too soon. Now he's saying, oh, I should have, moved quicker.
Which is a part that I'll say that. Is that an answer to what the lady asked? No, like I said, that's whatever. But he did bring up a point which it always gets knocked around. Joe Biden did said, oh, don't close down the country from China, travel from China because it's xenophobic. Oh, that word is so annoying. Xenophobic. Okay. And then months later, you should have closed it earlier. Joe, y'all was not saying nothing back in December. I don't blame the president or the Democrats, whatever, for this virus. I mostly blame, I blame China, but it's a virus. It is what it is. It sucks. It sucks. Come on, man. So it's just one of those things.
My response is he is xenophobic, but not because he shut down access from China.
And that's another lie. On March 18th, President Trump tweeted the following: "I have always treated the Chinese virus very seriously and have done a very good job from the beginning, including my very early decision to close the borders from China against the wishes of almost all. Many lives were saved." 8 hours later, Joe Biden quote tweeted Trump and said, "Stop the xenophobic fear-mongering." The week before, Joe tweeted, "A wall will not stop the coronavirus. Banning all travel from Europe or any part of the world will not stop it." No one was claiming that. Travel restrictions were designed to slow the spread,
I know,
not stop it. Then Joe starts complaining that Trump initiated the travel restrictions late.
And he did it late after 40 countries had already done that.
According to the Washington Post,
before we even go that, how can I myself see, okay, well, dude, you contradict yourself then, and
these 11 countries imposed travel bans between January 24th and January 30th. On January 31st, the United States announced its travel restrictions, the same day that these countries imposed their travel restrictions, including Italy, which was the only country in the G20 to do so at the time. So no, Trump was not late. Joe was lying. And if you think that Joe Biden would have closed the border, think again.
Yeah, right.
In this January 27th op-ed piece in USA Today, Joe Biden references this tweet from then US citizen Donald Trump, who called for President Obama close down the flights from Ebola-infected areas. Biden claims that Trump was in favor of reactionary travel bans that would have only made things worse.
He thought I shouldn't have closed the border.
Wait, what? And again, let's go back. The Zika virus. What did Obama did? Impose a travel ban. These people, I tell you.
Well, that's obvious.
So remember, folks, Biden was against the travel ban before he was for it.
And
again, him and Obama did that for South America and Central America with the Zika virus. Funny nobody bring that up, huh? Funny.
And then what happened was we started talking about using the Defense Act to make sure we go out and get whatever is needed out there to protect people. And again, I go back to this. He had nothing. He did virtually nothing.
Virtually nothing? Trump invoked the Defense Production Act 78 times between March.
I wish I was, to be honest with you, that's a little too much. I'm kind of, because I know what the Defense Act really goes, Defense Aid Act does, and I don't. And the reason why Joe Biden was a big thing, most of these people, Democrats, wanted it because that takes over your company. I don't want no politician to take over my daggone company. Same thing for Trump. I don't want him to take over my company either. If I have a company, whatever, it's unfair, literally unfair.
In September, and you don't want to overuse it anyway. Joe Biden cannot stop lying.
But guess what?
What is it this time, Joe?
In the meantime, we found out in the New York Times the other day that, in fact, his folks went to Wall Street and said this is a really dangerous thing. And a memo out of that meeting, not from his administration, but from some of the brokers, said sell short because we got to get moving.
Okay. In North Carolina, there was a politician, I forgot his name, which I'm voting against him anyway, a Republican who did the whole selling stocks, which was wrong. He was under security for the Senate. So I get that. Him, yeah, despicable. But again, I've said again how politician does stuff. Like, that's why I gave an example earlier about de Blasio. All of them does this nonsense, and I don't like it. It's unfair that you could have stocks and everything. Like, oh, well, no, you shouldn't. That's why I think we should have a term limit for everybody. I don't think nobody. I think every politician should have a freaking term limit because they stay along and game the daggone system. But let's go through what Joey Boy went said.
Biden is referring to this New York Times article that tells the story of how President Trump was being a cheerleader for the economy on February 24th. The coronavirus is very much under control in the USA. Stock market starting to look very good to me. But hours earlier, senior members of the president's economic team privately addressing board members of the conservative Hoover Institution were less confident. Oh my God, they were less confident than the president? Tell me more, New York Times. Thomas J. Phillipson, a senior economic advisor to the president, told the group he could not yet estimate the effects of the virus on the American economy. So he wasn't sure how the virus would affect the economy? Oh no. Then Larry Kudlow, the director of the National Economic Council, asserted that the virus was contained in the US to date, but now we just don't know. To some in the group, the implication was that an outbreak could prove worse than Mr. Phillipson and other Trump administration advisors were signaling in public at the time. So according to the article, a hedge fund consultant who attended the briefings wrote a memo giving the following opinion. What struck me, the consultant wrote, was that nearly every official he heard from raised the virus as a point of concern, totally unprovoked. So this memo, which we haven't seen, so I guess we got to take the New York Times word for it, made the rounds to investors, and those investors supposedly interpreted what was in the memo to be a time to sell. And that's it, that's the whole story. But Joe Biden is saying that members of the Trump administration went to Wall Street and said,
This is a really dangerous thing.
But that's not remotely what the New York Times article says. The only dangerous thing here, Joe, is your willingness to mischaracterize and lie about everything that Trump says and does.
I do want to ask you, Vice President Biden, about China. President Trump has said that they should pay for not being fully transparent.
They should not only pay, we should even pay. Wipe the, if I was them, I don't care if it's Biden or Trump. Wipe the debt. Oh, we have debt for you? What you did? Wipe it. We started from zero. We don't owe you jack squat. Because without our money, China will fail. So, no. Wipe it dead squat. That they should have to take, for what they did.
In regards to the coronavirus, if you were president, would you make China pay? And please be specific, what would that look like?
Now watch Joe Biden not answer a specific question.
What I'd make China do is play by the international rules.
They don't mean, international rules don't mean nothing if you can't enforce them, son. And the only way you're gonna force them is a war. So let's just stop. Let's just stop, okay? Jeez.
He has caused the deficit of China to go up, not down.
Which is a good thing. I want the deficit of China to go up so they could stop being jerks.
With China, up, not down.
No. According to the US Census, the goods and services trade deficit with China fell to $307.2 billion in 2019. And that's lower than Obama's last 3 years in office. That's down, not up, Joe.
Let me clarify my point I was saying up there with that. I don't want like I said, my taxes go to ship jobs, whatever. I want people to work in the United States, get their jobs, whatever. I understand companies could do what it could do. I get that. But when we get stuff like the PPE and everything, or like how, what was it again? We had penicillin like made in China. Like what? We don't even have a penicillin company that makes penicillin in America? That's stupid. That's literally stupid. That's why you don't want your fuel and your oil go towards go towards you dependent from other countries. Because if your fuel is dependent from other countries, you're at the whims of the other countries. I never understand it when all these we environmentalists like, so we should not make oil here in our country in America, but we should make it bad for other countries. Like that's just bad. So as long as you don't see the oil getting pumped and anything, you're cool with it. but not in my backyard. Oh man, that kind of thinking is weird too.
When I met with Xi, when I was still vice president, he said we're setting up air identification zones in the South China Sea. You can't fly through them. I said we're going to fly through them. We just flew B-52, B-1 bombers through it. We're not going to pay attention. They have to play by the rule.
And what is China doing now in those same places? Oh wait, they're still doing the exact same thing. I could blame Trump for that too. They're not backing down. They know what's going on. They know what they're doing. So both of you didn't do nothing to stop that. What you're saying, Biden. So let's not pretend.
Except that every administration challenges China over their disputed airspace and maritime territory. So Biden acting like he's a tough guy is kind of funny.
That's what I was saying. But it's not even working for Trump either. So yeah.
And what's he do?
I don't know, Joe. What?
He embraces guys like the thugs like in North Korea and the Chinese president and Putin and others, and he pokes his finger in the eye of all of our friends, all of our allies.
I am so sick of Biden using this line. It's not true.
We make up we're 25% of the world's economy. Mm-hmm. We need to be having the rest of our friends with us saying to China, these are the rules. You play by them or you're going to pay the price for not paying by them.
And when Clinton, George Bush, and you and Obama had that same problem, oh, wait a minute, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. You let them run away with stuff. A lot of people don't know that. That back in the Clinton days, they gave the nuclear stuff to so they're gonna make power whatever to the Koreans and now the North Koreans and now they want to do bombs and stuff. Oh, funny how we just give our friends these weapons, huh, Joe? Jeez. And again, it's funny. I was laughing at that part. That's why Andrew said what he said about that line because it's funny. I'm like, wow, if this is a friend, I don't want an enemy. Stop you from the oil in Syria. Stop you from oil in Syria. Stop you from moving on certain other countries because it went on Obama. On Obama they had a lot of Ukraine and half of Ukraine and all the stuff that Russia was moving. They ain't moving on those countries no more. Why? Because the president is Trump. He's crazy. That's what it was. Just like with George Bush, but I'm not a Bush fan either. But they weren't doing crazy stuff because of that. Kim Jong-un, hey, he tried. It didn't work out. I'll get that. But he's the first president to ever set foot on North Korea's soil. Props to it. It didn't turn out good. Hey, you tried. Now we got to see what it is. So yes, I give that. Trump was trying something different. But he was doing it, Teddy Roosevelt, speak softly but walk with a big stick behind your back. Didn't work out. Okay, at least he's trying to give him that. So, and then, yeah. If you have not, back in the past, when he was a businessman and everything, yeah. Trump was talking to Xi in certain good standards. Not going to deny it. It happened. As a president now, and he was saying this before Xi became president too, that China keep on with the fluxing of their money and on the stealing properties and all kind of crap. You can't yeah. Not a good thing right now. And for people, because most people are black people, are like, hey, try to go buy, you're a black person, try to go buy land. If you're from Africa, or you're from any other country in the world and you're black in China, you ain't buying jack squat. They don't like, in that situation, So just letting you know.
By them economically.
Or we could just worry about policy that benefits the United States and let other countries deal with China themselves.
Yeah.
Like Trump is already doing. So Biden didn't answer Welker's question, but as you'll see, neither did President Trump. And that's only because Biden's response forced Trump to defend his trade policy.
What specifically are you going to do to make China pay? You've said you're going to make them pay.
China is paying. They're paying billions and billions of dollars. I just gave $28 billion.
New sanctions?
I just gave $28 billion to our farmers.
Taxpayers' money.
It's what?
Taxpayers' money. Didn't come from
China.
China.
The taxpayer it's called China.
Biden is full of it because he knows that that's not how tariffs work.
My response is, look, this isn't about, there's a reason why he's...
Taxpayers' money. Says the person who wants to want to take taxpayers' money to give it to all kind of stuff. Well, you are so full of it, sir.
Bringing up all this malarkey. There's a reason for it. He doesn't want to talk about the substantive issues.
Joe Biden is saying that international trade isn't a substantive issue. Got it.
If you're a middle-class family, you're getting hurt badly right now. You're sitting...
Yeah, because you people who are on your party are because it is the media making this thing way out than it needs to be. We're not attacking this thing logically, and people of your party shut down their cities, so now people can't work. Kind of that's how it works, sir.
At the kitchen table this morning deciding, well, we can't get new tires, they're bald because we have to wait another month or so.
Oh,
or are we going to be able to pay the mortgage? Or who's going to tell her?
Hey, Joe, how much time people have said that? Oh, wait, you're a politician. I forgot.
She can't go.
I forgot you've been a politician for 48 some years. So yeah, that's right off the tongue. I've heard you say that like multiple times. I could go back to the 80s and hear you say the same thing.
Back to community college. They're the decisions you're making in the middle class families like I grew up in Scranton and Claymont.
I'm stopping you right there, Joe.
10 seconds, Mr. President.
That's
10
a
seconds.
typical political statement. Let's get off this China thing, and then he looks, the family, around the table, everything. Just a typical politician when I see that.
Let's talk
I'm
about
not
North
a typical
Korea now.
politician.
Okay,
that's
We
why
know
I got
that's for
elected.
sure.
Let's get off the subject of China. Let's talk sitting around the table.
All right.
Come on, Joe, you can do better.
No, President Trump. Joe, in
can't.
fact, can't do better.
No, he can't.
You're giving him way too much credit. Next, during the segment about race and criminal justice reform, Biden tried to put President Trump in a negative light.
Look, and talk about granted, he did in fact let 20 people, he commuted 20 people's sentences. We commuted over 1,000 people's sentences. Over 1,000.
Let's look at some stats. So far, during his first term, President Trump issued 27 pardons and 11 commutations. During President Obama's first term, 22 were pardoned and 1 person was granted clemency. And that means Trump pardoned and granted clemency to more people in his first term than Obama did in his. Nice try, Joe.
And secondly, we're in a situation here where the federal prison system was reduced by 38,000 people under our administration.
Wrong. At the beginning of President Obama's first term, the federal prison population was 201,280. At the end of 2016, it was 189,192, which means the federal prison population was reduced by 12,088, not 38,000. So Biden was off by nearly 26,000, whatever.
Let me give you a chance to respond within this context. Crime bills that you supported in the 80s and 90s contributed to the incarceration of tens of thousands of young black men who had small amounts of drugs in their possession. So speak to those families. Why should they vote for you?
One of the things is that in the 80s, we passed 100%, all 100 senators voted for it, a bill on drugs and how to deal with drugs. It was a mistake. I've been trying to change this since then.
But you're the one who was the author of it. Or should I say co-author, but it was your crime bill, Joe. So the mistake.
Particularly the portion on cocaine.
Biden is referring to a 1986 anti-drug law, which Biden co-authored, that included a sentencing disparity between offenses for crack cocaine and powdered cocaine by a 100-to-1 ratio.
We have to hold every drug user accountable. Because if there were no drug users, there would be no appetite for drugs and there'd be no market for them.
And since the crack epidemic mostly affected African American communities, harsher sentencing for crack offenses added to so-called mass incarceration. So Biden tried to take the focus off the fact that he was tough on crime and pointed to alleged past quotes of Donald Trump.
This is a guy who said, the problem with the crime bill, there's not enough people in jail. There's not enough people in jail. And go on my website, get the quote, the date when he said it. Not enough people.
Except Biden never put this up on his website because Trump never said it.
And I did, and I myself went to his website, which I'm going to use for something later on. Not did this show, but maybe 2 weeks from now, whatever. Let's see what happened. Because I went to look for that quote, 1, and 2, look to see this miraculous law that's stopping black people from getting houses. I still don't. We have laws that stop black people getting houses. I still don't see that law. But I went to look through Joe's stuff and was like, wait, what the heck are you? What are you smoking, old man? Or other people?
Another lie. I know you're shocked. In reality, he wasn't talking about Trump. Joe Biden was talking about Joe
himself.
Biden.
He talked about marauding gangs, young gangs, and the people who are going to maraud our cities.
But the violence associated with drugs is spewing out all over America, and that's terrible. Violent drug offenders will commit more than 100,000 crimes on this day alone.
This is the guy who said, the problem with the crime bill, there's not enough people in jail.
In a nutshell, the president's plan doesn't include enough police officers to catch the violent thugs, not enough prosecutors to convict them, not enough judges to sentence them, and not enough prison cells to put them away for a long time.
When you accuse others of doing things that you're in fact guilty of, that's called projection, Joe.
That's what we've been trying to do. That's what I'm going to get done, because I think maybe the American people have now seen that, in fact, it was a mistake to pass those laws relating to drugs.
But you're the one who wrote.
That statement set up what was, in my opinion, President Trump's best moment during the debate.
It's all talk, no action with these politicians. Why didn't he get it done? That's what I'm going to do when I become president. You were vice president along with Obama as your president, your leader, for 8 years. Why didn't you get it done? You had 8 years to get it done. Now you're saying you're going to get it done because you're all talk and no action, Jim.
We got a lot of it done. We released 38,000. We got 38,000 prisoners left from the.
You got nothing done.
38,000 prisoners were released from federal prison.
Nope.
Why didn't you do it in the 8 years, a short time ago? Why didn't you do it? You just said, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. You put tens of thousands of mostly black young men in prison. Now you're saying you're going to undo that.
What President Trump is failing to understand here is that Joe Biden, having served 36 years in the Senate and 8 years as vice president, is finally going to make up for all of his past mistakes made during his 36 years in the Senate and 8 years as vice president.
Why didn't you get it done? You had 8 years with Obama. You know why, Joe? Because you're all talk and no action.
All right, Vice President Biden, and then we're going to move on to the next section.
We had a Republican Congress.
Nope. That's a lie.
That's the answer.
No, it's not. During President Obama's first 2 years in office, the Democrats had a majority in the House and a supermajority in the Senate.
Yep.
That's how they were able to push through Obamacare. Of course, Obamacare is a key reason why Democrats lost the House and the Senate, but for the sake of argument, let's pretend that a Republican Congress did in fact stop him from getting simple criminal justice reform passed.
Yep. Whew. Yeah. Huh. Am I surprised? No. So let's just go. There's another part that I gotta talk about because of let me see if I could. There was two parts, I should say. That Andrew didn't bring up. There's another thing that killed me. Again, if you're gonna do certain things, say you're gonna do certain things. Okay, let's do certain things. But they don't.
We're now just 1 week from the election.
So let me just cue this one up. Sorry about that. Because what's going on right now is going to be what I was saying. They're not going to let's say excuse me. Here's another one in the debate because, and then like I said, if Joe doesn't win, if Joe Biden wins, I'm not surprised. You had so many people, there's so many things backing you up. So let me cue up the other one because Joe said, "Oh, we didn't do fracking. No bans on frack." Okay. And before I go into this, let me say this out for people who don't need to understand this. Okay, we're gonna stop the oil industry. That's a stupid thing to say because it's not gonna happen. He's not gonna stop it. It's not gonna happen. People think, oh, oil for cars. No, there's a lot of other stuff oil is used for. This microphone, right, the winds, sorry, the pop screen basis, the pop filter for this mic, phones, bottles, hard drives, camera mounts. A lot of oil does a lot of stuff. Flashlights, speakers, many other things. So let's just, I don't know, move away from that nonsense, okay? He's not gonna do it, and it don't make no sense. But like I said, let's show what happens here on the show, because he said he didn't. Put it on. Let's go by his words.
For videos of Joe Biden saying on numerous occasions that he plans on banning fracking if he's elected, YouTube put a little notification up at the top that he will not ban fracking and that claim is false. Even though he's literally on video saying that numerous times, but good luck finding them on YouTube because they've dumped them down the memory hole, and looks like they curated videos of Joe Biden saying the contrary and then posted those up at the top of the search results.
Before I go that too, I always like what they say about, Russia, this and that stuff. Propaganda is propaganda no matter what. But you just saying what you're doing is called propaganda. So I don't understand that part. Also, yeah, social. When Jack Dorsey, when he was in the meeting this week, Jack Dorsey like, we don't change people's minds on how to vote. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You and Zucker, whatever, and Google and Sanjay Pichai. Why? Because of you changed, like he just showed right there, and you change the results, just like you do the stuff on Google.
Like this video from The Hill with just 7,000 views, which is the top search result.
Which is
with
crazy.
The convenient title that Joe Biden doubles down on fracking position. Quote, I will not ban fracking, period. The
2 days ago.
Search result, 9,000 views. Biden, quote, I'm not banning fracking.
Same thing, 2 days ago.
Scrolling through the search results, trying to find some of the clips that I've seen floating around social media of Joe Biden saying that he's going to ban fracking, but they're nowhere to be found in the YouTube search results. What a surprise. Joe Biden is so confident in his Orwellian Silicon Valley friend's ability to bury the clip that he dared President Trump to find it on national television.
And what about fracking?
All right,
Now
let me allow Vice President Biden to respond.
I never said I oppose fracking.
You said it on tape.
I did. Show the tape. Put it on your website.
I'll put it on.
Put it on the website. The fact of the matter is he's flat lying.
Post them on the website, he says. I think he means Twitter, which President Trump did, because even though they're virtually impossible to find on YouTube now, thankfully, somebody in the Trump campaign saved one.
No new fracking.
We are going to get rid of fossil fuels.
Well, like what about
stupid.
stopping fracking and stopping pipe?
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in the Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated. I guarantee you, we're going to end fossil fuel, and I am not going to cooperate. No ability for the oil industry to continue to drill, period. Ends. Number one.
3 consecutive American presidents have enjoyed stints of explosive economic growth due to a boom in oil and natural gas production. As president, would you be willing to sacrifice some of that growth, even knowing potentially that it could displace thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of blue-collar workers in the interest of transitioning to that greener economy?
The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Well, good luck winning Pennsylvania with that kind of a plan. I was also unable to find a fact check on YouTube about any of the countless conspiracy theories.
And the thing about it again, this we have the trend that happened on when Joe Biden did say that, and people go look at stuff, they were like, oh shoot, I need to change my vote. Okay. Huh? What? Oh my goodness. Just annoying as hell. Like I said, like I said, it goes down a pipe hole. I could play this because they censored. They censor this. They censor the stuff. So, let me see what else here. Give me a second. Oops. And let me just. I remember Joe Biden has been running for president. This is his third time running for president. So let's go back in a time warp machine, as they say, and go back to this first term where he tried to run for president. And what happened? And what happened back then?
Biden have more explaining to do. The new questions stem from taped remarks of Biden during an April campaign appearance in New Hampshire.
I went to law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class to have a full academic scholarship. Went back to law school and in fact ended up in the top half of my class. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees from undergraduate school and 165 credits, only needed 123 credits.
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class, that he does not have 3 degrees from college, and that he was not named outstanding political science student in college.
Newsweek says Biden actually went to school on a half scholarship, ended up near the bottom of his class, and won only 1 degree, not 3.
Joe Biden ranked 76th in a class of 85 at the University of Syracuse Law School. I mean, this guy comes off this whole thing as a flyweight.
Now Biden says Newsweek is right. His memory had failed him.
And I'd be delighted to sit down and compare my IQ to yours if you'd like, Frank.
Joe Biden was victimized by the truth.
Bye Biden. He may not know it yet, but I think this is going to be very difficult for him to recover.
Is Joe Biden dead meat, yes or no?
I think so.
Bob?
It's in terminal condition.
Terminal? Eleanor?
Yes, unless he comes in third in Iowa.
Morton?
Dying.
I say dead.
And by the way, I got hairy legs.
just for the jokes of it. Yeah, there you go. Audio. Back when journalism did do journalism, I didn't know what they were talking about. Not these new kids who don't know that. Or again, I was gonna explain this. Okay, being ignorant doesn't mean you're stupid. You're just not knowledgeable of a specific subject. I'm ignorant. You're ignorant. Everybody's ignorant. You're not gonna learn everything. But if your job is to do that and you're ignorant of it, though, journalists, we got a problem. We do have a problem. We do have a problem. And here goes, here's the last thing I talk about the debate to finish it, to wrap it up. Okay? This is why I said what I just stated about the ignorance. Let me put it up. Let me try to get it up on the screen. Give me a second. I want you to see. Where do we have
the immigrant parents that?
Make sure you guys are seeing it. Yep, you are seeing it. Okay. David Hogg. You got high. Literally, your name is right. You got high off the hog from the weapon in the shooting back, which is a horrible thing. But because you live high on that attention, you are not knowledgeable at all, kid. Sorry, your bubble blinds you to a lot of stuff. Because there was a part in the debate where President Trump talked about the coyotes bringing little kids across the border. So this is what they said. So Trump was explaining that. So these crazy people say what you see on the screen. Imagine calling immigrant parents that bring their children to the United States for a better life coyotes. The level of xenophobia is disgusting. First of all, coyotes do. See, this is why I don't like. This is some of y'all people is nonsense. But I'll explain that. Let me just show the other part I was talking about, because it's just stupid. This person is got your master's degree. As Andre said in Project Over Mike, you go. There's Andre's Corner. You go check it out. But she said this, which is true. Just because you're educated doesn't mean you're smart. You're intelligent. No, I know a lot of people who are educated that do the most stupidest of things. See, politicians, as I brought up, they do stuff that logically, simply, like, why would you do that? So, sorry, not the same. So let's go into another video. So this is a person again. This is a person
Even
who,
though every other day Trump misspelled something in his tweets, but never. So she's like, they can't find their parents for came overthrew cartels and coyotes. How the HE double hockey sticks does a coyote bring a whole human across the border? Lord, stop talking.
so being back. This person is what it is. The people who smuggle people across the drug cartels are called coyotes. They steal. Sometimes and they do the most horrible thing to those illegal immigrants. I don't like illegal. There's still people. I might not like when they come in and do horrible stuff, and that's why I say some of the stuff that whatever affect how the way I'm voting in a certain way. But yeah, illegal is illegal. Do the right thing, and it's all cool. All right. That though is crazy because you don't know what you're talking about. And those same coyotes, they steal children, and they steal children. They rape women. They rape little kids. They do sex trafficking. Just a while ago, they found 100. They found 45 kids in Ohio. A couple weeks ago, there's been more kids saved. They found out from sex trafficking in the last 3 years than it were in a long time, because again they've been not Rosie again. What was the name? Dang it, not Rosie. Roseanne said on Jimmy Kimmel back in the day, and people didn't like, oh, that's whatever with that. Yeah, he basically set up this thing to go make the FBI and the DA go to find these sex. And again, I don't like when people say sex traffickers. They're sex slaves. It's horrible. You're doing this to little kids. You cage them. Some of them you cage them in the houses that don't see light. Like, oh, it's just despicable. I'm happy that they got saved. I feel for the officers who go and see the horrible things that these kids go through. But the coyotes is what set that up. And yeah, Trump didn't mean literal coyotes. You crazy person. No, stop. No, you should stop talking because you know what the hell you're talking about. And like I said, let me play this last part right here because again, I think I'll do a video about it. I might do it after the election because to see what happened. I'm not going to be surprised if Joe Biden win. I'll let Joe speak for just because you have the movie industry, Hollywood TV, music, social giants, the news industry, the academia, all those things, politicians on the left and the right, all those people going against this one person to get him out. Okay, if you ain't win with all that backing, what the hell are you? Again, let's be honest. Again, it's for Kamala presidency. Hopefully not, but we'll see. But yeah, I'll let Joe talk to the people, because with all that, tell them what you did. Tell them thank the people.
And you guys did it for our the President Obama's administration before this. We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
Ain't that the truth? If you ain't win with all that wind behind your sails, brother, I don't know what the heck, how crazy it is. Now, I'll be honest with anybody out there. Okay, seriously, be honest. Again, I said I didn't vote for Trump in 2016 and Trump or Hillary, but I'll tell you right now, I could see what could happen. I think I talked about it already before. Well, with all the with the also with the bending the rules of 2 months before the election, like you have like you have 9-10 things that's which have billions and billions of dollars, not even billions, trillions of dollars behind it. If you ain't win, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. You have all these things backing you up, and you ain't win. That'll be boy, wow. And that's so going back to what I was saying back in 2016, I didn't vote for Trump or Hillary, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I laughed my A off when I saw it, because I'm not gonna say what I want to do. I'm gonna go work half day Tuesday. I'm gonna go work. I'm gonna take a half day off, go to my station. It's gonna be a long line, whatever. Get my music, play it in there, stay in the line, vote. Again, I'm gonna vote some Democrats, some Republicans, some Libertarians. I already got I already went through my call it sample ballots, so I know what I'm gonna go through. William, again, some of the Republicans for sure. Get the hell out! You have been horrible, but I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come home, maybe play some video games, and go to sleep and see what happens. If Trump wins, if Biden wins, if Biden wins and the Senate and Democrats get full power again, holy crap, it's gonna be crappy. Because they're gonna stack the courts. They're gonna do stupid stuff that's gonna bring. They're gonna bring back the regulations that you have to have 50 gallons of water for your all the nonsense that doesn't need to happen. As according to which I'm telling you right, guys, if you watch the Project Open Mic and you don't watch the side chat tomorrow, watch the side chat, as we're gonna talk about something. I do not understand this power of giving these people, I don't care, Republicans, giving these people so much power. We need smaller government. Why are you giving them the power? Because, see, they're the one, right now, they're saying we'll cancel a trick or treat. I don't know how the hell you could cancel a trick or treat as a governor. One, what are you going to do? So you're going to do what? Have cops go around and arrest the little kids? Get the frig out of here with that nonsense. And they're telling you what to do in your house for Christmas and Thanksgiving. The balls of you politicians. What I should do in my own house, sir? None of your business. But that's what you want to give them the power, though. I don't care which side. Stop giving them the power. Man. It's annoying. Really, just stop giving the power. It's ridiculous. But you know what? Like I said, everything is about the power of the money and everything, and we'll see what happens. November 3rd. It's going to be a cluster. But again, if you guys can join us tomorrow with Trip and the rest of the gang about we're going to talk about side chats, and we're going to that right now. Like I said, I'm happy thank you Tempo FM. I'm looking at numbers right now. We're back to like 8,000 people listening. Hey, help share the content, do it up. YouTube, we got about 2 people watching it. Hey, Facebook about 20. It's all right. I'll take what I could take. But hey, share the content, help us out. You could check us out always, again, Project Open Mic on Twitter and on Instagram. If you want to catch us live and direct contact with us, Project Open Mic t3@gmail.com. Like I said, there's gonna be more videos from the other content guys of Project Open Mic. Because again, Project Open Mic is not just me. I'm just the leader in a way that you can say that. But I get a bunch of people who differ from me and not agree 100% with me, and let them talk about their stuff too. You can go and check out Andre's Corner. That's what that is. He talks about life and everything. He don't talk about politics and other stuff. But again, the only reason I talk about politics because politics changes culture. And as again, like I just stated, they're telling you now that you cannot have Thanksgiving in your house in California. That's how crazy this is getting. And that you could, if you're more than that, we're gonna arrest you, or you can't use more than 55 gallons a day. $55 is it a day or a month? I can't remember. If that, we're gonna tax you $10,000. We're gonna fine you $10,000. Get the hell out of here with that nonsense as well too. But I digress. Again, check out Side Chat tomorrow. Check out the other stuff. Project Over Mike on YouTube is the place to get that. Again, we're gonna hold it by the end of the year. We're gonna do a lot of changes to get it on Stitcher, on Spotify, that as well. Also to get it on we get a BitChute and a backup site just in case, because again, a lot of the times the reason why Radio T3 got stopped really, two reasons. One was family, but not really family, because I couldn't say what I needed to say about the real stuff because the advertisers didn't like it. So and that radio show, the highest peak on the radio show, I had 9.4 million people listening when I had Radio T3 back in that ran from 2012 to 2015. So I'm far from that. Well, I don't have people backing me up, whatever. I'm not asking you for money, nothing. Just share the content, like, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down on YouTube. Don't care. If you want to have a conversation about certain things, because there's things I would love to have a conversation with other people about certain things as well too. But with that said, again, remember, check us out tomorrow. If you guys, I think you'll be very intrigued on what we have to say. If not, hey, have a good Friday, have a good weekend, be safe. Those who are in the stone path or whatever, be careful. Hope everything is all right. I think that should take care of everything. So remember, evil comes, as you just seen, evil comes in all shapes, color, size, creed, political party, gender, sex, height, nationality. It makes no difference. Evil is evil. Okay, seriously. And last but not least, of course, people are stupid. Individuals are smart. Please be that smart individual. All right. This is Tig from Project Open Mic. I hope you guys have a good night, and we catch you on the next time. Peace out. Later.